I mean, I can't interview you without mentioning Borgen, because in fact I wonder how much the fact of Borgen allowed the Danish people and indeed the international audience to actually see and kind of understand the stresses and strains of being a woman who is a leader and a mother.
Well, I think it's important to remember that Borgen is an excellent TV series, but it is fiction, and it's got very little to do with my reality or with reality as a politician.
Did you think the Stats Minister cried too much?
Did she cry a lot?
Yeah, she was a bit emotional.
Oh, is she? Well, I don't think it's wrong that Prime Ministers cry. I mean, I cry when I see things that moves me, and I think a lot of people do. I don't think it's wrong to cry.
And do you think it's quite good to show emotion sometimes?
I think people want a Prime Minister that acts with her heart and also with her head. And I think we Prime Ministers should try to do that. We should never shut our emotions down. We should always listen to people, understand what's going on, and take it into our hearts and also our brains and act on it.
Two in-laws, both your father-in-law and your mother, are both heavily involved in politics. Did you learn from them?
Yes, I did. I have a fantastic British family. I feel little bit British as well. I have a fantastic British family. Of course, my lovely husband, he's Welsh, he's British, and I have been with him for many years now, more than almost 25 years, and I love my British family. And we don't always talk politics, but sometimes we do talk politics, and they're the best people in the world. They're genuine, kind, and I've learned a lot from them, not only politics but a lot of other things. It's
interesting though, because Glenys Tinnock kind of very firmly waited till the children were older and put Neil Kinnock's career first before she stepped in, and she's such a smart woman.
Yes, she is.
Do you think that was the right thing to do nowadays?
Glenys has always been involved. She's always been in some kind of campaign. Even when she was working and the kids were small, she was always a campaigner. So she was never out of politics. She always had a cause, and she was always a campaigner. And I think she was always involved one way or the other.
I've got a final question to ask you, but before I do that, I just want to talk about something that actually we all feel quite strongly about here. Denmark has been so proactive and so almost determined to put the whole cycling environmental agenda in front of everything else, and has been a kind of leading light.
Yeah.
Britain's just kind of playing at it, isn't it?
The cycling agenda, well, I don't know much about the policies in that area. I see more bikes in London, I see more bikes everywhere in the UK as well. There's plenty in Copenhagen. I invite everyone to come to Copenhagen and see the bikes. We actually have enormous bikes where we carry all our kids in the bike.
Yeah,
Christian. I didn't know that. You knew that.
Yeah.
We have big bikes carrying all our children, and it's a big part of our culture now. And people find it very easy to use their bikes, and they don't have to worry about parking.